As the story continues, Kilmaria was drunk as usual and began pestering Asahi, but Maya threw her away so they could work on their new quest and told Kilmaria to look after the house. But on their way, the troublemaker showed up again. Sophie wanted to tag along for a finding job, so Sophie thinks she is an expert at finding things. She showed them her holy technique, but it was just a crappy guess she made from her staff. Then in the forest, the way was divided, and Sophie wanted to pair up with Asahi. But if that happens, she will find out that Asahi is just a weakling, and not to mention she attracts trouble like a magnet, so Maya took her away after sensing something. Then while he was alone, Asahi got attacked by a group of goblins, and Kilmaria makes a perfect entry to save his little bro Asahi. She was on guard duty, but she followed him because she was bored at home, and that's why Maya sensed and left Asahi alone. Because she knew Kilmaria was following them, Kilmaria had concealed her presence, but Maya sensed her. That means that whenever Asahi have a wet dream at night, Maya can hearing everything. But then they heard screams of several people, so Asahi and Kilmaria followed it and ended up in a village where people's soul has been sucked out of them by a demon. He attacked Asahi, but this time he was holding out against them. But that demon just started sucking out his soul, so Kilmaria steps in to prevent it. That demon recognized that now he's in the presence of a demon general Kilmaria, so he persuaded her to kill even more human, and the starting point would be from Asahi. But Asahi stopped him and spoke up for Kilmaria that she isn't a cruel girl who would take anyone's life for fun. It gave her tingling feeling in her heart that Asahi cares about her, but that demon ignored his word and tries to coax Kilmaria into killing Asahi. But that made her steadily angry that he wants to harm Asahi. For that he was burned down to ashes, and the souls he stole had returned back to their body. Then they met up with these two, and first of all, Maya checked out Asahi to make sure he's not hurt anywhere. Then she tells him that they found the flower they were looking for, but as usual Sophie had invited trouble her way, and Maya saved her. Then about Gloria, she decided to take on another job at the guild, and Asahi was there at the guild, getting the credit of his big sister's work yet again. Gloria meets him outside as she was trying to hold a conversation with him, but she wasn't able to do that out of shyness, so she called out her maid for help. Maid tried to make things easier for her by telling Asahi that Gloria wanted to meet with him so badly. But her embarrassment blocked Maid from saying anything else. Asahi assumed that Gloria is still suspecting him for falsifying his rank. She didn't mean it that way, but again out of her shyness, she made it up that she wants to test him, and for that he had to join them in their new quest. Then in the forest, Kuan gave her an idea to become romantic, but her wild power just makes things worse. She almost broke Asahi's arm for the second time. She strangled him to death, and for the third time Asahi got it rough. So he was surprised and also admired Kuan that she could keep up with Gloria. As she is then, deep in the wood they found their prey, and it was a monster tree. Gloria tries to make first move but actually got caught by it, but the way she was strangled Asahi, and Kuan could see her heavenly panties, it raised her embarrassment level, and her power level just broke off that she defeated that tree all on her own. After returning home, Gloria thinks that she screw everything, but Kuan tells her that Asahi liked their adventure. Then returning back from a hard day, Kilmaria and Maya were having their daily squabble. The episode begins with Asahi who was sleeping in his room when the maid enters and is surprised to find him there. She tells him that his older sister Maya instructed her to come in at any time. The maid then asks Asahi for a favor, and he reluctantly goes out to carry Gloria's luggage, which is very heavy. Asahi wonders what favor it is, as he never imagined it would involve helping with moving the house. The maid apologizes and thanks him for his help, stating that this is all he needs to carry from the inside, and now they only have to wait for their mistress to arrive. Then Asahi takes the vase and the maid informs him that it is an antique piece worth 1 million money. But then maid tells him that she was just joking. At that moment, Gloria arrives screaming at the maids to let her leave the house. After that, the head butler Sebastian comes and informs them that their mistress's irrational behavior will end here. Sebastian uses steel threads to restrain her movements and explains that he was an adventurer in his youth, allowing him to distract her with words and lose the opportunity for a direct attack. Asahi is surprised to see Sebastian using steel threads. Only strong characters can use specialized weapons like that. Gloria uses her power and throws it away into the water. Then Sebastian emerges from the water and speaks to her as her father is very worried about her. He hopes she will reduce her adventurous actions and act more like a respectable member of the family. However, she is tired of flatterers and tea parties, so she decides to leave. Then they got into the carriage, and Gloria told Asahi that she feels truly embarrassed because he witnessed her family's problems. But Asahi is used to this, as he can say that his own family also has problems. Finally, they arrived at what Gloria considers her new base, the Brigandine family villa. Asahi was amazed by its beauty, but also angry because he felt she didn't need him. After that, Asahi and the girls began to bring everything into the villa. Then we see the head servant with a man who works as an adventurer of the dragon class. His name is Hildebrand, and he is 42 years old. The servant asked him to make Asahi experience some pain. Suddenly they saw a very large shadow, revealing that it is Maya. It appears that she intends to harm them because they want to fight her brother. Then they quickly escape from her while she continues to watch them. Kuan intervenes and sees Gloria pouring a lot of coffee for Asahi. She tells her that it seems Asahi has filled his stomach to the brim. She explains that she didn't know what she would do, so she continued pouring tea for him, not knowing what to say. Gloria suggests that he could live with them as a worker, or she could find a reason for him to visit this house regularly and create a clan using the mansion as its base. After that, Asahi talks to Tanya. She says that if he establishes a clan, she asks him what name he will give his clan because it's necessary to submit the application, and she assures him he won't regret establishing his own clan. Then Sophie appears and says that if he's going to establish a clan, she wants to be with him. Asahi responds that he hasn't decided on a name yet. Then Kuan tells him that Gloria doesn't have any friends or successors she can rely on, so being Asahi's friend would make her very happy. Asahi tells that she is Gloria's friend. She responds by saying she would be happy if he became her second. We now move to Asahi's sister, who is preparing dinner while Asahi sits in front of her contemplating the members of the clan. He thinks that Maya is the main in his party, but she thinks that he's wrong, because the way he cares for others and jumps in to save them despite being weak and also gaining the trust of Kuno and Gloria, it was all his own effort, and in this power does not matter. For the first time, Asahi cried out of happiness, but the moment of silence comes for him because he got petrified by a monster attack. So Kuno left to go to the pawn shop to find some helpful item, and Sophie left to get to the church, find some holy items as well. As Gloria left to hunt monster to find any useful drop item, and only Maya left, and she starts messing with him again in the bed. But then three of the ladies come in disappointed because they didn't got anything to cure Asahi's petrification. And Maya has a really evil idea that would torture a guy in puberty. That is to clean Asahi up with hot bath water. But they didn't know Asahi was totally conscious under that petrification and could see and hear everything. Maya took him out and tried to free him by the little fairy tale where a princess kiss would turn everything to normal. But there comes Kilmaria. She tackled her to stop her from pestering Asahi. In that state, she knew a healing spell, so with it she freed Asahi, and Maya realized by Kilmaria words that Asahi was conscious under that petrification and saw her naked in that bath. And this was the first time that Maya showed some ladylike behavior, as she got a bit shy inside her room. But after all that crazy time was over, Asahi he finally registered with party. Like this video, don't forget to give me a like and subscribe to my channel. I will bring more exciting anime in the future. Thanks for watching, bye.